Good evening everybody, myself Acharya Vishvendra, and today I'll discuss a worksheet on electric field due to spheres. The first one is a hollow one. So it's a hollow sphere and charge is distributed on the surface as shown over here. So the first question is surface charge density. So surface charge density is charge divided by the area. Charge here is Q, area is 4 pi r square. So we have surface charge density as Q by 4 pi r square. Next question is dimensions of sigma. So from over here we can see that the dimensions will be m0 L minus 2 T1 A1. T1 A1 corresponds to the dimensions of charge and L corresponds to the dimensions of R. Next is SI unit of sigma. So SI unit will be charge as SI unit coulomb and radius as SI unit meter square. So SI unit of sigma will be coulomb per meter square. Then we have CGS unit of sigma. So we have CGS unit of Q as ESU, and for radius we have that centimeter. So the CGS unit of sigma will be ESU by centimeter square. Then we have SI unit of charge, so it's coulomb. Then CGS unit of charge is ESU. Then is another question that ratio of SI and CGS unit of charge, that is ratio of coulomb and ESU. So it's equal to 3 into 10 is to power 9. Then we have electric field inside the sphere. So inside a hollow sphere, electric field is 0. Then is electric field outside the sphere. So outside the sphere it follows for that of a point charge. So the electric field here is kq by r square. Then we have graphical variation for that. So initially it is 0 and from here it rises suddenly to kq by r square and its maximum at the surface. Next question is maximum electric field due to the sphere. So that is kq by r square or q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Then we have certain graphical based questions on it, just like graph between E and Q. So E is proportional to Q, so graph will be a straight line over here. And then we have graph between E and R square. So E is proportional to 1 by R square. We can take R square as X. So E is proportional to 1 by X. So the graph here will be a rectangular hyperbola. Then we have graph between E and 1 by R. So we can take 1 by R as X. So the relation will be E proportional to X square. So graph will be a parabola. And then we have a graph of E versus 1 by R square. We take 1 by R square as X. So we have the relation E proportional to X, which corresponds to a straight line. So that means the graph will be a straight line. So you've seen that we have discussed a number of questions based on the topic in a, let's say in a video of 2 to 3 minutes. So these videos are the cross-checking mechanisms of your preparation. So if you have read the topic, just go through the video and within a very short span of time, you will find gradually, the questions based on gradual learning. So we start from the very fundamentals, from the very basics, so that you are able to learn in a gradual manner. The thing is that whenever you solve a very good question of JEE or NEET, it's the part of a the subset of a number of questions, and it lies at the higher ends. That's why it's very hard to make it at once. So the trick here is to develop your mind-brain system by learning from the very first step. Suppose there is a very good question, so it involves, let's say, 5 steps. So you cannot be so efficient and so effective in doing the 5-step question at once. So what the idea behind the video is that you should start working with the level 1 question, the step 1 question, then questions based on 2 steps, then 3 steps. So it goes like recursive learning. You learn gradually at your own pace, and it's my firm belief and my experience also that if you learn gradually, then ultimately you will be able to develop yourself, and you will be able to improve your problem solving skills. So that will certainly be beneficial to you. In case of any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.